Circus comes to town in Manhattan today. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. Circus comes to town as the former president gets booked in Manhattan today. Already at about 6 a.m. this morning, at least 300 people were already lined up before the courthouse waiting to see the drama of a man who has broken the law for more than 50 years and finally time has caught up to him. New York Mayor, meantime, also sent out a warning to the most disturbed Karen of all women, Marjorie Taylor Greene, to behave when or if she gets here. She boasted last week that she was leading a pack of protesters to Manhattan today. However, she'll be lucky to get 10 people as most of them are now scared as a lot of the rabble-rousers are either in jail or waiting to be sentenced after the January 6th attempt to overthrow a legit government. Justice might be slow, but it is certain, especially when breaking the law is a continuous act. Over in Jamaica, a high-powered weapon and several rounds of ammunition were seized in Grand Spence, St. Andrew Monday morning. The police said an AK-47 rifle and 60 rounds of ammunition were found during an operation by the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch. It is not yet clear if anyone was arrested in relation to that seizure. Meanwhile, former Education Minister Royal Reid and former Caribbean Maritime University President Fitz Pinnock, along with their three co-accused, are to return to the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on June 12, pending the outcome of a judicial review. A new judicial review of the case, which was heard in February before a single judge, has been set for May 7 or 8 to be heard before a panel of 3 judges. Chief Parish Judge Chester Crooks had ruled last February that the accused who are implicated in a multi-million-dollar fraud scheme had a case to answer. A legal showdown emerges as the Union of Clerical, Administrative and Supervisory Employees prepares to have the court rule on the controversial contracts drafted for security guards. As of April 1st, the guards transition from contract workers to employees. The guards have been complaining that they are being pressured into signing contracts that would see them being stripped of benefits which they accumulated over the years. And we're asking, why won't the Labour Minister intervene on behalf of these workers? And also, why won't the Prime Minister say something about the evil that the security company is doing to these workers? Are they not Jamaicans? Come on, Mr. Prime Minister. The St. Andrew South Police Division seized one submachine gun and 2 rounds of ammunition during an operation on Belvedere Road, Kingston 20 on Sunday, April 2nd. Reports from the Duhaney Park Police are that at about 2 p.m., lawmen were in the area when they saw a man sitting on the roadway whose action aroused their suspicion. He was accosted, searched, and a Uzi submachine gun with a magazine containing 2 9mm rounds of ammunition were found inside a bag he was carrying. He was subsequently taken into custody, however, his identity is being withheld pending further investigation. Meanwhile, a man allegedly caught with ganja and cocaine at the Sangsters International Airport in St. James will return to court on April 11 when it is expected that his lawyer would have been briefed on the details of the case. At a previous appearance before the St. James Parish Court, Linroy Mundell pleaded not guilty to charges of possession, dealing in and taking steps to export ganja and cocaine. When the case was again called up on Monday, the court was told that full disclosure had not been made to the defense counsel. According to court records, on January 11 of 2021, officers intercepted Mundell's vehicle at the Sangsters International Airport. The vehicle was searched and was discovered to have 2 black bags containing more than 40 pounds of ganja and 0.65 ounces of a white powdery substance resembling cocaine. Meanwhile, a male student of Edith Dalton James High School was shot while on his way to Duhaney Park-based institution yesterday morning. Reports are that about 10:30 the student was walking along the main road leading to the school when explosions were heard. The 16-year-old felt a burning sensation in his left ear and to the back of his neck and saw blood on his uniform. The student ran towards the schoolyard and informed the security guard at the entrance of the gate. He was taken to hospital where he was treated for a gunshot wound to the back of his neck. Head of Operations for the St. Andrew South Police, Deputy Superintendent Coolidge Minto, said that the problem is not with the school, but with the troubled New Haven community in which it is located. And as the killing continues, the Major Investigation Division have launched a search for the suspects involved in the abduction and murder of a couple in Naseberry Grove in Kitson in St. Catherine. The bodies of 38-year-old Georgia Rose Blunt, a water vendor of Brendan District, and 42-year-old Royal Fuller of the same address were found Monday morning, a day after they were reported missing. Miss Brown's family filed a report with the police on Sunday after the two failed to return home. Both left their home on Saturday to make water deliveries. About 9:45 a.m., the bodies of the two were found with their hands and feet bound and what appeared to be a single gunshot wound to the head. And it is believed that hoodlums abducted the couple and stole two cows, which is also owned by them. The St. Andrew police are investigating the death of two men who were found shot to death in a car off Burke Road in the Maxfield Avenue area. Not much is known yet about this shooting, as the men have not been identified. Meanwhile, firefighters were called to the Chinese cemetery on Walton Park Road in St. Andrew Monday afternoon after a body was seen ablaze. The body was still unidentified up to press time, police reported. Reports are that about 5:15 residents saw what appeared to be the body on fire and summoned the police. Upon arrival, the lawmen called the fire brigade unit from the Trenchtown fire station extinguished the blaze. The body was later removed to the morgue. And some of the stories that come out of Jamaica sounds like a bad story book. Onto sports, Kingston College head coach Leaford Grant has described last Saturday's intersecondary school sports boys athletics championship victory as the best birthday gift that he has ever received in his life. Grant, who turned 57 on Saturday, joined forces with members of the team, students, teachers, and past students to celebrate Casey's 34th lean on the Mortimer Gibbons Trophy at the school at 2A North Street campus Monday morning. Kingston College won the boys' championship with 366 points, which is well ahead of their closest rival JC, who ended with 299 points. Calabar was third with 207. Meanwhile, Hydel High School made history at the National Stadium Saturday night by pipping defending champions Edwin Allen on the line to claim their first title at the Boys and Girls Championship. Hydel ended on 279 points, which is just two more than Edwin Allen 277, who were seeking their ninth consecutive and 10th title overall. Onto Premier League, Humble Lions beat Vere United 2-0, Dunbeholm beat Mullines United 3-2, Cavalier edged Tivoli Gardens 1-0, Portmore beat Harbour View 1-0, Arnett Gardens beat Chapelton Maroons 3-0 to stay top on 42 points, with Cavalier just behind them on 40. And in Monday night's game, Mount Pleasant and Montego Bay United played to an exciting 12 draw, while Waterhouse eked out a 3-2 win over Falkland. And if you ever miss the news on this radio station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamaican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep it going. That's going to be news and sports on your favorite radio station. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.